going great. We have something really exciting we're gonna do today. Some waffles, which I was thinking about it when Dave brought up the idea for the recipe. We actually haven't made waffles in a long time.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because we are very much breakfast people.
If you saw the other waffles that we did that were in the Plant Paradox book, they just weren't turning out the way we hoped. They were kind of coming out. We like make them and then they would like deflate.
Which waffles tend to do, but this was a little more severe than.
But this recipe is called, what is it? Coconut
Macadamia nut.
Coconut Macadamia Nut. So it has a lot of mashed up macadamia nuts in it. So if we're looking a little tired and bloated, it's because yesterday was Tasha's birthday. And Jan made some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies for the guests.
For all 50 little kids. All of our neighbor kids are in love with Tasha, so they all had to come over for our party.
And I made the big mistake of eating 4 of them. And so yesterday and today I'm just so bloated.
You're like,
why did I do that? I know better. So, as usual, use me as a bad example. Don't do what I do. You know better.
Okay, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started. It should be pretty quick and easy.
Probably the thing that's going to be the most time consuming is getting the macadamia nuts prepared. And so I'm going to go ahead and start on that. Well, is that good?
Yeah, if you chop those up, I'll go ahead and open these and we'll get going. So the thing is though, it says 1/4 cup of macadamia nuts. Does that mean 1/4 cup before or after?
Before.
Before or after?
Before.
Before or after? Jan says it's before.
It is before because how am I gonna, I'm gonna be scooping up the little crumbs to measure it and then continue to add and then scoop it up and continue to add.
I'm just saying, you guys know I like to complain about recipes and, oh, do you chop them in that thing?
Yeah, you can. There we go. That's all ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up and Dave's gonna go ahead and get all the wet ingredients in the bowl while I'm chopping.
And I wanna see how much that measures out after you chopped it. I'm curious.
Okay.
Hey, before and after are the same. Technically though, you had a few extra in there, didn't you? Because it went over the top.
I mean, it did, but there was a lot of gaps. And as Jan's rule of thumb,
always add more.
Always add more. Always.
Unless it's spice.
Unless it's spice, then less.
So you can see that there. There's still quite a bit left over.
Yeah, there really
So the whole before and after thing seems to be a moot point. Just measure 1/4 out and chop them up. And you'll end up with a 1/4 chopped.
We're going to do 4 tablespoons and we picked the coconut oil. It was between coconut oil and
MCT oil.
CT oil.
The MCT oil is a lot more expensive. And in Arizona, since our house is warm, we don't have to melt it because it's just always melted.
It's true. And 4. Awesome. Next ingredient is 4 eggs.
You do 2, I'll do 2?
You got it.
2 at one time? One-handed?
Oh boy.
Because I got mad skills. Dang it, now I don't look skilled. I swear I can do this.
I hate it when Dave does this. Like seriously, I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Practice makes perfect. We all know this. One day I'll be able to crack them behind my back, you know, like drop them in. I'll look pro.
2 cups.
2 cups?
2 cups of tea.
Some amount of this.
A little bit of this. It should measure this, which equals 2/3.
2/3 cup. Okay, there you go.
2/3 cup. Yes.
All right, I'll pour it for you.
And as Dave kind of mentioned earlier, make sure that you shake this very, very well. And I think in addition to shaking it, he also did a little bit of stirring.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that it was mixed well. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some stevia.
How much stevia?
5 to 6 drops. And is that just the plain or is that flavored?
Yeah, this is plain stevia sweetener.
So since it is kind of a coconut theme, if you did have coconut flavor, that might be kind of a fun thing to add.
Yeah. So how many?
5 to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7.
Oh boy.
I used Jan's theory of always add more. Now what?
1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We can do a couple of things. We can get another bowl, add all the dry ingredients, or if you're lazy like me, I just start throwing all the dry stuff in here.
I'm fine with doing it that way. I think we just have to mix it really well. That's the key thing.
That's true.
I think the problem is if you just dump them in a lump into wet ingredients, then they might not mix. So I try and sprinkle them around.
There you go.
And that works better.
So our first dry ingredient we're gonna add is some salt, and it's gonna be 1/2 teaspoon.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. And I'm gonna start
Next ingredient is going to be our baking powder, and we have specialized baking powder where there's no aluminum added.
Aluminium is like...
That's a difficult word for me to say.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Ah! Ah! Jen loves it when I create unneeded stress.
Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and add what's going to act as our flour, which is coconut flour. We are gonna want 1/4 cup. This is actually 1/2 cup, so I'm only gonna do.
Whoa, wait a minute, you're eyeing it again?
I'm eyeing it. I know.
Let me tap on it.
Dave is causing me stress, I'm causing Dave stress. See how that works?
Sprinkle, sprinkle, good job. Way to go, team.
And can I just say that smells amazing? Are you loving that?
Oh wow, it actually does smell amazing.
Smells really good. Last and dry ingredient before we add the macadamia nuts is 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
As if it didn't smell good enough already. And we will blend that up. The Dave-O-Matic is blending.
The Dave-O-Matic. So we'll see how Dave gets the lumps out. If he's struggling, we may bring in the Whisk-O-Matic.
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is looking pretty good. You ready for the nuts?
Yep.
And it says after you get everything mixed, you kind of want to fold in the nuts. So you don't want to really whip it around. You
Fold.
just gently fold.
Oh, you lumped it.
Well, no shaking that baby out.
All right, here's my folding. Fold. I think in order to fold, you need to use a spoon, not a whisk.
No, you can do it with a whisk.
Is that folded?
I think that's looking very well mixed. That smells so good. All right, I'll let you go ahead and just pour some in. You want to use that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that smells so good.
All right, those are looking pretty darn good. We'll lock it down.
And wait for the light to go green.
Oh, it's green.
Woo! It's green.
All right, let's see. Okay, I need to cook it a little bit longer, and I don't think I put enough stuff in.
Let's go ahead and take these off so they don't burn.
Do you think they're... Boy, they smell good, don't they?
They smell amazing. But they're
kind of deflating though, like the other ones.
super deflated.
So we're gonna do... I don't think they're done cooking, do you?
Well...
So, I didn't put enough batter in, I don't think. So this time I'm gonna put a ton of batter in and we'll try it again. Because these are just falling right apart.
Oh, they smell amazing though. And they all get mashed up in your stomach anyway.
Yeah, but we want them to look like that photo. Still, I mean, that one might be full enough. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm gonna have a little taste test.
Yeah, we'll do a small taste test. Oh, that's hot. What do you think?
I think it does need to cook a little more.
Yes, needs to cook more, but the flavor is actually really good.
Yeah.
Like you could eat these plain. I'm gonna let them cook nice and golden like those because maybe
In the book.
once they're nice and golden, I'm hoping that they'll hold their structure and they won't just go. Whoo.
They won't.
Okay, this one is looking pretty darn golden brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see. It's easy to see even on the camera over here that this one is. So we might have one good one here. Oh, and I can tell already that it's holding shape a lot better. I'm gonna flip them over because I feel like they're not cooked on this other side very well. Because they're not thick enough.
Okay, do you think we should open those or?
Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, they're.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I just added another waffle here. We actually did this once already, but for whatever reason the camera stopped recording, so we didn't get it. And actually it was not the coconut milk, it was the coconut cream.
Oh, excuse me. We
So-
almost added the wrong thing.
We tried the coconut cream and we're gonna try it again because
It was very good.
we really liked it.
Absolutely.
But I just need to put a few more of these on
Dave and
there.
I were kind of debating whether or not it really was something, you know, that would contribute to the taste, and it absolutely does add. Definitely worth getting it, for sure.
And we'll make a little puddle because you always need, like, if it's syrup, you always need a little dipping puddle, right?
Absolutely. Cook them up, cool them down, wrap them up in something, toss them in the freezer. If you're rushing around for breakfast, don't have time to get a healthy lunch, pop this out, grab a little bit of fruit, and you're golden.
And you can see that after we cooked them for the right amount of time and put enough batter in, they're actually holding together really well. So
The shape's nice.
the first few we pulled off were kind of sad. They still taste good, but they weren't cooked long enough. So
Very good though.
yeah, so
Very good.
thumbs up on this recipe.
Way thumbs
That's
up.
a perfect bite. Now can I eat this?
Let me think.
I don't want to chew and eat while you're talking. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining
Thanks
today.
so much. You guys are gonna love this recipe. Appreciate your support.
Love
Welcome the comments. Hang
All right.
in there.
Okay, bye.